USHL games that happened today. Funny enough, I just got back from the Big Fine Saints one, and we will be talking about and reviewing those games. So yeah, so we gotta go back here. So today is the 4th. That's not what I clicked. Is it? I don't think so. I don't think that's what I clicked. 4th. Okay, it's not working today. Yippee! Nah, it's fine. Oh, it is loading now. Okay, so starting with the Waterloo Blackhawks defeat the Des Moines Buccaneers again. Yes, they defeated them last weekend. This time it's in Des Moines though. The shots are 30-25 in favor of Des Moines Buccaneers. Buccaneers is 0 for 5 on the power play, and the Blackhawks are 2 for 3 in the power play. 5:43 into the first period. Knees scored for the Waterloo Blackhawks. And then 1943 into the first period. Kerman ties it up for the Buccaneers. 1:54 into the second period. Waterloo Zarimba retakes the lead for Waterloo. 2-1. Blair ties it back up for the Buccaneers. 2:46 in the second period. 8:33 in the third period. The eventual game-winning goal is scored by McMorrow. And then McMorrow gets an empty net goal. His second of the night, 1949 in the third. So yeah. Next up, the Madison Capitals defeat the Tri-City Storm 3-2. The shots are in favor of the Capitals 32-30. The Capitals were 1 for 5 in the power play, and the Tri-City Storm was 0 for 3 in the power play. Madison opens the scoring 18-13 in the first period. Jameson scores in the 9:33 into the second period. Capel scores, and 14:41 in the second. The Brink scores. 2:34 in the third period. Crandell gets one back for Tri-City. 17:07 in the third. Road gets another one back for the Storm, but they are unable to get that third game-tying goal. And the Madison Capitals hang on and become 2-0-1. Cedar Rapids Rough Riders defeats the Youngstown Phantoms. Youngstown Phantoms goes up early 2-0. 7:18 in the first period. Jardine scores for the Youngstown Phantoms, and Benek 10:06 into the first period. 2-0 Youngstown Phantoms. 4:56 in the second period. Hajibi continues his phenomenal start to the season, and then Aluvbini or something like that. 7:04 in the second period. And Miloff get the eventual game-winning goal. 12:43 in the second period, and 18:53 in the third period. Ellis get the insurance marker. Shots are dead even at 22 apiece. Phantoms are 1 for 5 in the power play, and Cedar Rapids is 1 for 7 on the power play. Next, the Saints defeat the Chicago Steel. Odds at this game 5-2. The shots are 47-22 in favor of Dubuque. Chicago is 0 for 4 on the power play, and Dubuque is 0 for 5 on the power play. Sisson. Actually, no. Sisson opened the scoring 1:13 in the first period. He walked down the gut. He gave it to him. Chicago Steel player gave it to him. He grabbed it and in the same motion sniped the shot over Spoonars, and this debut gets sniped over minute 13 of the game. And then Luke Malbrough, after a Teddy Miller shot that was questionable, if it went in or not, Boofy gets it at the top and rips one, and it goes in. Aye, Captain. Saints. 17:58 into the first period. And then Heikki Rohinen gets a goal, 3:51 in the second period. A beautiful goal. He gets on his backhand, gets on his forehand, does a little deep, pulls to the backhand, beats Parsons. Giuliani gets a goal, 5:52 in the second period. Giuliani gets his second of the night, 12:35 in the second period. And then Valentini got a goal, 2:43 in the third period to bring it back within 2. And then Michael Barron got an empty net goal, 17:08 into the third period. So yeah, I would say the Saints dominated that game, especially as you can tell from the shots. Final game we're talking about, Green Bay Gamblers defeat the Omaha Lancers 3-0. 3-0 shutout victory. Gamblers are 1 for 4 on the power play, and the Omaha Lancers 0 for 3 on the power play. The shots are 25-22 in favor of the Omaha Lancers. Cordray, 16:51 in the first period, open to scoring for the Gamblers. 17:56 in the third period, Zellers gets an insurance marker for the Gamblers. In 19:20, Zellers gets his second of the night for the Green Bay Gamblers. Those are tonight's slate of games for the USHL. Now we're gonna go over the singular USHL or the NHL regular season game. We're not gonna go over the rest of the NHL preseason games because it's kind of irrelevant at this point. But we're going to do a deep dive into this game here. As we're going to try to do for every regular season game that I remember. Hold up, guys. I'm going to do something real quick. Okay, we back. I would watch the game recap, but I don't know if I'm going to get copyrighted, and I don't want to risk it. I don't know how they do that, and I don't know. So let's not risk it, you know what I'm saying? Let's not risk it for the biscuit, but, so yeah. I already watched them a couple times, probably like twice, I think. So we're going to go over the scoring, who scored, couple of the big highlights. I'm going to talk to them. Talk to you guys, about like the goals. I'm gonna talk about who scored the goals, who got the assists, what time, whatever. And I'm gonna say how they scored because I watched the highlights like twice, and I'm gonna watch a Jacob Markstrom. I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm going to talk about it. If you guys haven't seen it, you guys just search up Markstrom save or something like that, and you'll probably see it. It's probably on the Devils page too. You can find it on X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. You can probably find it really anywhere, any social media platform. You probably find it. So yeah, I'll talk about that. But first of all, the rest of the games of the preseason. I'm gonna explain this to you. So today was game 1 of the regular season for the Sabres and the Devils, and it was in Czechia. It was at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 10 p.m. Pacific time. So it was just one regular season game. There's another one between these teams tomorrow, also in Czechia. Game 2, in the final game of the Global Series. I think it's the Global. No, it's not the Global Series. It's Czechia. Yeah, I think it is. It might be the Global Series. I'm not sure. Between the Devils and the Sabres. That one's at 9 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Pacific, and 10 p.m. Eastern time. The rest for today and tomorrow, every game besides the Devils and the Sabres are preseason, but the Devils and the Sabres today and tomorrow are regular season. And then I'm pretty sure there's no games after tomorrow until the October 8th. And then from every game from there on out is the regular season. So hopefully you guys understood what I'm trying to get at here. So yeah, anyways, let's continue here. I was at school during this game, and I'll be at, tomorrow's Saturday, so I don't know. Let's see if I'm able to watch it. We'll see. But I was at school today, but during this game, but I did watch the recap like twice, 2-3 times, and I get the gist of the game. So yeah, first period, Stefan Nason gets a snapshot, 1-0 Devils lead, 8:39 in the first period. Sabres go along the boards. They do a bad turnover to Kavacevic, and Kavacevic finds a wide open Nason in the slot. He gets the puck and he quickly rips it over Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's blocker side shoulder, and gets the Devils an early 1-0 lead to start out the Global Series. Jonathan Kovacevic. Slegenhaller got it at the top of the point. He quickly gave it over to Jonathan Kovacevic, and he ripped the wrist drop from the top of the blue line, and he beats UPL, who was green, so he couldn't see much. He gets his first goal of the night after getting an assist, assisted by Slegenhaller and Dawson Mercer. Well, it was 2-0 Devils led to end the first period. Second period, Nico Hischier Scored a wrist shot, 3:29 in the second period. Assisted by Beston and Cotter. In front, Bastion got a good shot. It went back. Nico Hischier walked in the slot. He grabbed it, and right after he grabbed it, he ripped the wrist shot. And UPL didn't really have much time to react, and he gets beat. Nico Hischier gets on the board, 3-0 Devils to end the second period. Owen Power gets one back, 10:07 into the third period with a wrist shot. There is a scramble in front of the net. Paterka goes around the net. He gives it off to Owen Power, who is a good position. He rips it over the blocker of Jacob Markstrom. 3-1. Devils still in. Owen Power was phenomenal in the preseason. He had quite a few goals. And just overall points in the preseason, and I'm glad to see him do good because I happen to like Owen Power. I know he plays for the Chicago Steel, who the Saints do not like, but I really do like Owen Power. Nico Hischier, he's a two-way forward. I'm glad to see him get on the board, assisted by Cotter, a newcomer, and Neeson is played last year, so yeah. 3-1, Devils still led at this point, and then Paul Cotter got an empty net goal, 17:28 into the third period, on a backhanded shot. So yeah, a newcomer, Paul Cotter, picked him up in the free agency. He's playing on the fourth line, bottom six, third, mainly the fourth line, but maybe the third line here and there. The great depth piece, proving that, scoring empty net goal, assisted by Baston, his second assist of the night in the season. So yeah, that is a quick review of the goals of the game. So let's do a little deep dive here on this game, because it's the only game today, and I'm going to try to do this for every NHL game that I remember to do so in. So since it's the only game today, I remembered to do it today, so I'm going to do it. Shots and goal were 31-23 in favor of the Sabres, so they had more shots and goal. Face-off percentage was 57.6% for the Sabres and 42.4% for the Devils. So they were better in the face-off circle. The Sabres are 0 for 4 in the power play, and the Devils are 0 for 2 in the power play. So they both did not score a power play goal on either of the chances that they got, but technically the Sabres are slightly worse. They had more chances, and they still didn't score. Penalty shots for the Devils, penalty minutes. Devils had 8 penalty minutes, and the Sabres only had 4, so the Devils had more penalty minutes. They both had 25 hits. The Devils had 17 blocked shots, and the Sabres only had 15. Devils had 22 giveaways, and the Sabres had 12 giveaways. Sabres had 5 takeaways, and the Devils had 2 takeaways. So what I take away from this game, that was nice, because I just got done thinking about talking about takeaways. Anyways, it's pretty even. Sabres had more shots. They were better in the face-off percentage. They need to get better in the power play. They had less penalty minutes. They had the same amount of hits. They had 2 less block shots. They had 10 less giveaways and 3 more takeaways. So I mean, it's pretty even, but I give a slight edge to the Sabres. In my game that I talked about, quite a few podcast episodes about, that I predict all sports, I predicted the Sabres to win tomorrow. The Sabres overall, at least on the stat sheet, played better. Markstrom just stole a game. Speaking of Markstrom, he stopped 30 shots on 31 shots against. And here, before I continue on what I'm saying, I'm going to talk about that Markstrom save. So down lane shot from the point and went off the boards. It came out in front. I'm not 100% sure who shot it, but someone shot it, and Markstrom was out of position because it was a weird bounce, and he dove across the crease and swatted it out with a stick. It was phenomenal save. It was a save of the year candidate in the first 20 minutes of the game. It was the first period. The first 20 minutes of the year, there's already a save of the year candidate. That's crazy. But I just wanted to get that off my chest. That was phenomenal. But continuing what I'm talking about, I picked the Sabres to win tomorrow. I just think they played better today overall. Slightly, not by much, but slightly. And the only reason why they lost is really because Markstrom stole the game, and the Devils are very opportunistic. Nason in front, that was a bad giveaway from the Sabres, and Nason capitalized on it. Kovacevic scored because UPL was screened in front of the net. He couldn't see anything. He should have had a wide open wrist shot in the slot. and then Carter was an empty net. So all three of the goals that were actually scored on UPL were not UPL's fault. One of them was the Sabres' fault, and the other two were unfortunate. Actually, Hischier goal is kind of the Sabres' fault because he got a wide open shot in the slot. But the second goal was just unfortunate, and then empty net goal. So tomorrow Markstrom won't play, so he can't see him another game. Not saying Allen can't seal him a game, but I don't believe that he's going to seal him a game. And Devin Levi's probably going to play tomorrow. And I feel like I trust Devin Levi. I don't even know if I trust him more than Jake Allen. I don't know. I think the goaltending is pretty even tomorrow. I just knew the Sabres played good today, and I predicted this a while ago that the Devils were going to win today, and the Sabres are going to win tomorrow. I think they're going to split it. And then after tomorrow, they play tomorrow, and then they also play February 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central, and 10 p.m. Pacific time for the last game of the season series. They got 3 games against each other. So yeah. Hello, guys. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of I did not mean to open OBS Studio. Stop. Thank you. So yeah, it's kind of a deep dive today's game. Overall, thoughts and opinions here before questions, comments, concerns. And overall, just thoughts and opinions about this game. They played pretty even. Sabres got 8 more shots in goal. But overall, they played pretty even. Devils are very opportunistic. And they showed that a goaltender can really go a long way. I think that Jake Allen's a great backup, but he's not that good of a starter position. And Jacob Markstrom really proved today that he can steal games. He stole this game for them. Yes, they were very opportunistic, and they got 4 goals. First of all, one of them is empty net, and they would not have an empty net if Markstrom didn't only let up 1 goal. First of all. Second of all, they were very opportunistic, which is good on the Devils. Third of all, can't count, I guess. I just did Markstrom stole him. They had 8 more shots. They had a bunch of great chances. They just couldn't seem to beat Markstrom. Owen Power got one goal on him. Assisted by JJ Patel and Bowen Byram. But outside of that, they literally couldn't beat him. Literally. They did not beat him outside of that goal. They couldn't beat him. Markstrom was always in the right position at the right time and just stuffed them at every single thing they had. They couldn't get it past Markstrom. Markstrom stole the Devils this game. And Devils started out with 2 points. On top of the Metro Division's not really that big of a flex. Nobody else played the game. And I guess that means the Sabres are at the bottom of the only division right now. I wonder if they update the standings right now. On Hockey Reference. Yep, they did. Nice. You can see the Buffalo, they did not say they have a loss. They also did not say the Devils have a win. They got to update that. Okay, but yeah. Jamie Swayman also needs to get signed, by the way. It's a different, not really, yeah, kind of a different subject. Swayman needs to get signed. Pretty sure they play in the 8th. Maybe the 9th. Either way, they need to get signed. Yeah, that's my overall. I did a review of all the USHL games today. Who's goal by goal review of the USHL games today. I will do that again tomorrow. I went a goal by goal review of tonight's game, and I went a deep dive in this game, Devils and Sabres game, and overall of the stats and my overall thoughts and opinions of this game. And I'll do the same with tomorrow's game. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing for all the regular season games. I'm not even 100% sure what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do the no, I don't think I want to. I think I'm gonna do the October power rankings. I have it planned for the 16th. I think I might change that, but I think the 16th, basically dead center of October, is good enough because there'd be quite a few games for each team, but not really enough to get a huge sample size of them. So I think that's good. And then when we get to November power rankings, we'll have a little bit more information, and then the more power it can do, more information we have. So overall, yeah, I think that's on because we don't have a game. We don't have games Saturday, Sunday. Wait, do we have games on Monday? I don't know. Tomorrow's the 5th, and Saturday's the 6th, and Sunday's the 7th. So yeah, NHL regular season, like in North America, officially starts on the 8th, on Monday. Nope, Tuesday, October 8th. Blackhawks travel to Utah to take on the hockey club in the first franchise game in general, and the first franchise game in Utah at the same time. The Kraken taking on the Blues in Seattle, and then the Bruins are traveling to Florida to play the Panthers. So yeah, if Jamie Swayman doesn't get signed by the 8th, they're rocking Corpusalo against the defending Stanley Cup champions, which yeah, we all know that the Bruins are not winning that. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna end podcast today. Today was a 20-minute episode on one NHL game and a few USHL games. That's pretty impressive. Yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's podcast episode. Peace.